And so we are in here for the fourth now game of ZertoN versus iBaWs. ZertoN up here in the teal light blue, and iBaWs down here in the red. Having taken that win last game, I believe the only second win against ZertoN in this tournament, ZertoN has chosen this map, Galactic Grotto, I believe, as the next map, and we're back to another Renegades versus Guardians. This is still a very good, decent map. Most players like this map a lot. Some players even saying that this is the best map in all of the game. It's not a super rushy map. It's quite a long rush distance, but at the same time, it's not got the most resources on it compared to a map like even Penguin Paradise, and so it would be very interesting to see. Seeing as it worked, I would like to see iBaWs perhaps go for the same thing, go for that late game heavy drones thing. But he might struggle with getting as many resources in this. I mean, I am coming from a Marine player here, so the lack of resources scares me more than it would scare these players. But it does mean that mid-game, you're going to have to start taking resources very close to each other. Once you've got into that late stage and you've already started to mine out your first few bases. Although the constant ups and downs, elevation changes and walls of this map does mean that going air on this map is quite nice to just be able to totally avoid those situations. Unfortunate. Oh, get out. Get out. Yeah, that stuff happens on this map. It's very annoying. I don't think their AI sees harvesters as a sort of threat to their movement, as an APC getting trapped there as well. So anyway, entirely standard so far. A lot of entirely standard buildings, entirely standard troops as well. I'm very interested to see whether it will be Spectres or heavy drones out from iBaWs this game. And ZertoN, it seems that he does like to go with the few more multiples first versus Guardians, but I don't think he'll go as many as he did last game. This game, I think he will realise that if iBaWs is going to try and go for that early air play, which it does look like he might be going, although I guess that's how you get Spectres as well, he might realise that he really needed some to get a number of choppers up earlier. Obviously, in a big late game fight, if you're just maxing choppers versus heavy drones, you're probably going to need more choppers than he has heavy drones, or at least an equal number. And so I'm hoping with 2 air pads now going down from iBaWs. iBaWs is almost doing the Guardian version of a ZertoN build here. I hope that there are either more of these soon, or an attack like last game that maybe is more successful, and then a follow-up of more air. He's not built any air so far, so he's going to have to get this. But this is a harder map to defend than Penguin Paradise. So this might be the situation we found ourselves in, and siege artillery already, which isn't going to be hugely useful in these fights. Snipers are going to rip through the largely infantry-heavy army of this, and all of iBaWs' army is going in one direction, which is not good, as he's going to face this small counterattack from the side, and army building up mid as well from this, but he's already pushed off ZertoN's forces there, and so we'll be able to reply to this in a decent amount of time. Heavy drones here already, which are going to start chunking out these infantry, and no air at all for ZertoN. So ZertoN is going all in on this. ZertoN believes that he can defeat iBaWs before iBaWs can get up enough of a number of heavy drones to really be a problem for ZertoN. And is this going to be a big crush? This could, yes, that's about half of the infantry in that army gone, and that army is really put down to size now. But there is another big army coming in the middle, which is mainly tanks, and this is going to deal quite a significant amount of damage. Although, once again, his anti-air is looking really slim here, with the APCs getting a few good crushes. There are 4 rocket troopers here, no rocket troops left over this side, and that is all that ZertoN has to defeat these heavy drones. But maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he thinks he has enough tanks that they're just going to deal so much damage to these structures that it won't even matter. This is... If he hadn't gone so economically first, this would be a JPS tank rush, and with his buildings powered down, all of these tanks in his base, ZertoN, or iBaWs, quickly GG's. And the incredibly BM easy there from ZertoN, as ZertoN will. And that will be the end then. That's a 3-1 by ZertoN, his second 3-1 of the tournament. Going in total, I believe, 12-2. Or 9-2. 9-2. I was thinking there were 4 rounds. There are only 3 rounds. Going in total 9-2. Very well played to ZertoN. Very well played for iBaWs for making it to the semi-finals. Thank you very much for Netput. To Netput for putting on this tournament. And I'm excited to possibly cast and hopefully play in another one of these ladder wars for next month. And thank you very much for watching this, if you've watched this.